All right. Happy World Ocean Day, everyone. Welcome to our award show. So here we are, gathered to celebrate the wonders of the oceans with the power of pictures. Pictures with the power to celebrate, power to tell stories of joy, of devastations, power to educate, power to change mind, power to change policies, power to inspire love. Well, congratulations to all the participants. You are all winners. In our mind, you're all winners. You have given our judges this year a very tough time. This year's winners are all mostly about storytelling, a part of aesthetic, of course. There's about 10,000 entries from 35 countries, and here are the stats. 1 in 20 end up as finalists. 1 in 5 end up in today's show. And here we are here to honor you in this show. The winning photographs and films represent a pinnacle of marine visual excellence. So Alex, take it away. Tell us more when I'll run the Slack show.
Okay, so thanks everybody who's tuning in from wherever in our big, beautiful world you happen to be. We get to do this every year, and it's always such a pleasure to get to do this. Michael, how many years have you been running Ocean Geographic Pictures of the Year?
It's now 13 years.
13 years. 13 years of amazing images. And it seems impossible to think that every single year we see something new, because for those of us who are out in the ocean, we tend to see a lot of the same photos from everybody all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we all want to see the same stuff. That said, this competition always brings out such unique images. And it's one of the things that I think makes it the most fun. So World Oceans Day every year it sort of has a new theme, has a different theme. And the official theme for this year is sustainable seas, sustainable seafood, sustainable fishing, that sort of thing, and all the different things that sustainability means in terms of our blue economy. The UN World Oceans Day is going on as well, kind of concurrently, and they had their own photo competition, and their theme was wonder, which I loved as well. So in thinking about both sustainability in our oceans and the wonder that happens when we go into the sea, those are both really good takeaway messages, I think, to be thinking about on World Oceans Day. We, of course, have a lot of people apply, and all of the images are truly wonderful. And it's just nice to see so many people out there in the world and willing to capture and share their view with us and everybody who's watching. So we've got many categories, a lot of content to get through, and I think we're probably ready to start going, right, Michael?
That's correct. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Dive in.
We do this every year.
Children of the earth, I'm calling out. There's a mission for you and for me. You see, our mother, she has been suffering, and the truth is told beneath the sea. So raise your voices, sing like ocean waves crashing to the shore. This is our song for the ocean. Mother Earth, we are calling your name. We know you're taken for each and every voice will be counted, as each and every soul has a place, sharing on this beautiful planet. We need awareness, every decision we make. So raise your voices, sing like thunder, strength in harmony.太阳是生命的绽放，滋养着大地，孕育着力量，让我们牵着手感受生命不断轮回的模样，湛蓝对着有生命的挣扎，鸟瞰色彩缤纷的快乐，潜入海一起游览着岁月的光芒。太阳是生命的绽放，滋养着大地，孕育着力量，让我们牵着手感受生命不断轮回的模样，湛蓝对着有生命的挣扎，鸟瞰色彩缤纷的快乐，潜入海一起游览着岁月的光芒。Oh, this is a song for the ocean, give us strength, give us strength.
We play that one every year since we've had it made, and it's just always wonderful. So I think the reason it's a good thing to start with is always that it's a good reminder that we all have different things that we're good at. Like most of us who are on this call are probably writers or photographers or videographers for underwater world related things or all of the above. But that doesn't mean that everybody has to be those things in order to make a difference for ocean conservation. We all have different skill sets and different spheres of influence, and it's up to each one of us, no matter what we're good at, to be the best version of us and what we're uniquely equipped to do so that we can help our oceans and keep them in better shape for future generations. So,
And
we shall
here is the
continue.
message from her deepness for
Woohoo!
today for our show. Thank you.
Here we are, gathered to celebrate the wonders of the ocean. Today, on this 2025 World Ocean Day, we stand in awe of the vast blue heart of the planet, the cradle of our existence, the marvel that sustains all life on Earth. It gives us the air we breathe, feeds us, inspires us, and yet it's crying out for the care. This World Ocean Day, through the lens of extraordinary visual storytellers, we're reminded not only of the ocean's breathtaking beauty, but also of its fragility. Welcome to the awards ceremony of the Ocean Geographic Pictures of the Year competition. Now, in its 13th year, this competition has become a global platform for marine photographers and filmmakers to shine a light not just into the depths of the ocean, but into the heart of our collective consciousness. This year, we received more than 10,000 entries from 35 countries. The works we honor tonight, the winning photographs and films, represent the pinnacle of marine visual excellence. These are not just images, they're windows into the world underwater that most will never see or experience firsthand. These pictures show the general public the wonders, the beauty, the mystery, and the urgency of the ocean's story. They celebrate the vibrant life under the sea, but they also echo the silence of what is being lost. And that brings us to why this day matters so deeply. We cannot celebrate the ocean without also acknowledging the truth. The ocean is under siege. As many of you know, a recent documentary has starkly revealed the devastation caused by industrial and commercial fishing. The scale is staggering, the impact undeniable. The film inspires the need for action. With knowledge, we must act, commit to change. We must do what is needed. We must reduce the demand for ocean wildlife and reduce the pressure we place on the ocean. We must change our habits, our policies. Not tomorrow, but right now, today. Let this celebration of visual brilliance also be a call to action. These images don't just show us what's at stake. They give us the inspiration to take care of the ocean. Let the ocean's voice be heard in every photograph, every film we showcase tonight. Together, we may move, we must move from wonder to will to taking care. Take care of the ocean takes care of all of us.
Well, you can't start World Oceans Day without Sylvia, so I guess we're finally ready to start.
And
All right.
I'll be able to do this competition without the support of our sponsors. Many of them have been supported us for the last 13 years, like Guy Love, iClike, INR, Bunakan Oasis, Dive Damai, Yost Dive, Luxury Yachts of Maldives. This year we have a few new sponsors, Vili Voli from 3G, Dan, and who else? We have got... What's new this year? Divoke. Okay, we have the new category. Divoke, the smart cameras. So moving on, and also Ozikan from Japan. So yeah,
yes, that's right.
Japan is our new love.
That's right.
We're going to Japan on a lot the next few years. All right, moving on. Now, Alex, tell us more about the Master of Competitions.
So, Master of Competition does not get announced tonight. This is the only one that doesn't get announced tonight. So,
Two.
What? Oh, well, two actually. Two. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Okay. This is one of the only ones that doesn't get announced tonight, and that's because it's actually a vote that comes from us, who are part of Ocean Geographic, and from the public. So all of the winners of the categories get grouped into one other top winners categories, and then the Master of Competitions gets picked from there. So 24 hours after this is over, it goes into judging mode, and then on the 13th of June, the Master of Competition winner will be announced.
Yes, so all of you, all the participants, winners, runners-up, everyone in the competitions will be sent an email to vote. You can vote for yourself, you can vote for somebody else, but you're only allowed to vote once. So you will send a link within 24 hours to vote, and then the judges will also vote to represent 50% of the votes, and then we'll announce the winner on the 13th of June. And what will he or she win?
He or she will win a very exciting spot on Aurora Expeditions vessel, the Sylvia Earle, and they will get to choose to either go to the Arctic or the Antarctic. So they get to pick one end of the world to travel to on this gorgeous new ship named after one of our favorite people in the world.
All right. And what's next?
What's next?
All right.
Oh, yes.
Go
Do you
ahead.
want to take this? What do you want me to talk about this? Okay, right. So
There you
this
go.
was a new category for us this year. We have a couple new categories, but this one was a little challenging. So endangered marine animals was actually inspired by celebrating Sylvia's 90th birthday. It's the Sylvia Earle 90th Birthday Award of Excellence, basically. And it was kind of a tricky one because this is such a big prize that it actually required people to submit 6 different pictures. Overall, we didn't like some people submitted 1, some people submitted 2. Essentially, there were some people that submitted 6 and some who didn't, but lots of amazing photos. And we wanted to make sure that everyone who submitted actually got a chance to submit those 6 photos that they needed to in order to be judged for it. So instead of announcing and only picking from a subset of people who sent in the 6 full photos, this is going to get bumped into another competition. Right, Michael? The One Earth. Tell me again.
Earth in Focus in Singapore.
Earth in Focus. Earth in Focus. Continue.
If you are finalists in this category, you will send an email to complete the submissions, so you don't have to pay again to complete the submissions for Earth in Focus. So what it is that those who also want to participate in Earth in Focus, you can too. So the competition open next month, and all of you will be sent an email to enter fresh entries for endangered marine animals, and then you'll be judged as all together in one lot for the prize on the silver. One category, one prize to go to Antarctic or the Arctic. So then in Earth in Focus also have another category which we put up called Blue Mind, which is a portfolio of 3 pictures or vision of a 30-second video. It also works as well. Hang on, I'm too early.
Go back. Pull the curtains back.
Ian, are you there?
Yep.
You want to tell everybody what's this Earth in Focus quickly in 1 minute?
Okay, sure. So Earth in Focus is based in Singapore. It's actually a film festival. It's called Singapore's Nature Film Festival. So we do celebrate nature storytelling and conservation through filmmaking and also photography. So this is something that we are having annually, where we invite people from mainly the region in Asia to celebrate the best pictures and also the best films that were made about our natural environment. Yeah, so we have different categories of photos, and oceans is one of them.
So Ocean Geographic runs the ocean part of it. So we put up 2 categories. So fittingly, we put in endangered marine animals to celebrate Sylvia's birthday. So not only the winning pictures, but any entries deemed successful will be published into a book. And this book is to celebrate Dr. Sylvia Earle 90th year. So we hope to have 90 different marine animals in her book. So if you're a finalist or even a winner or even not a winner, you may get selected to be in this very special book. And this special book goes around the whole world for the next 30th, 90 years celebration around the world. And then Blue Mind is about 3 pictures about, encouraging people to go to the ocean often. So the 3 pictures or 30-second video could be near oceans, on oceans, under the oceans. So that's why it's called Blue Mind. All right. So look out for this announcement of how you can enter Earth in Focus competition in the next month or so. Ian, you're open for entry next month, right, Ian?
Yes. So we start applications on 1st of July.
All right. Without further ado, let's start, Alex.
All right, let's do it. So the first category that we're going to look at is animal behavior. So this is the Doug Green Award of Excellence. Doug, a lot of people probably know him from his amazing marine mammal work. He lives in Hawaii and is sort of the go-to guy in that area if you want to see marine mammals. Of course, focuses on whales, which is fantastic. And he's got an incredible eye for animal behavior because that is what he's trained in. So as far as what we look for in choosing this one, the picture has to have a wow factor and instantly capture attention. It could be a rare or fascinating behavior, simply sitting, staring, standing, sleeping. That's not quite enough. And while it's essential to show genuine behaviors, we're looking for images of special interest, especially things that haven't really been seen before with some aesthetic appeal and real dramatic impact. Any other animals but fish are in this category because we do have a fish behavior category, and that is its own separate thing. So we have the amazing sponsor for this category. This is in the Maldives. Michael, you want to tell us about this ship?
Duo of York is our partner for many years. It's our go-to vessel that we only use in the Maldives because we have our special toys on the boat for special interaction with big animals. So I think Alex, you have not been on this boat before. You've been invited many times.
No, I know, and I'm like, Maldives. No,
anyway,
just kidding.
Yeah. So the winners get a 7-day trip on this boat, full board and lots of dives. So yeah, it's our go-to boat. So enjoy if you win. If not, you can always book to go on this vessel with us at a very special price. So here we are. And the first winner in this category is...
Well, we're going to see honorable mentions first. So we're going to see honorable mentions and special mentions, and then a runner-up and then a winner. So in the interest of not butchering everyone's names, because, oh my gosh, was this a diverse year of competitions, I will not say everyone's names. And please excuse me if your name gets messed up really badly. I will do my best not to do so. Anyway, this is a super cool image. Never seen anything quite like this of a marine snail spawning. Those are a little cloud of pink eggs getting released, and it's just really cool. It's an amazing view of it because at the underside of the snail standing up, presumably to release all those eggs out into the ocean, and you can see its little face. Yeah, it's a really cool image. Just haven't seen anything quite like that.
Yeah, Nato Miyagi remind me of Karate Kids. Anyway, go on.
Beautiful image of a nursing sperm whale. This is obviously not something that gets seen very often. This is kind of picture perfect of things that we look for in these kind of competitions. Something maybe with an animal that we've seen before, but doing something that we haven't seen before. And this is certainly not a common one. Pretty great. Really neat little goby on a bubble coral, and you can see it's got two little parasites on both its sides. So there's a lot going on here. It's not just a fish sitting around; it's a fish interacting with its environment in a lot of different ways.
How do you pronounce this name? Novisa.
Novrizal Herdonanto, I believe. Well, beautiful image.
And then running up is, of course.
Runner up is Jake Welton. Jake had some great stuff in the competition this year, entered multiple categories. Really beautiful image. Just so much going on. And yeah, because of the lack of like really solid visibility, it really focuses you in on those two animals and then the seagrass. It's just great. And a really interesting interaction going on.
Jake, are you with us there, Jake?
I don't know. I'm not sure if he is. I'm going to look. I'm going to look real quick.
Jake, are you here?
Yes.
You want to tell us more about this picture, where you took it and what it's doing?
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, cool. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. So this is of a bottlenose dolphin and a big marble ray or stingray in Australia. And it's in a spot, I was just snorkeling off the coast in Western Australia, and I come across the ray that was like foraging in the seagrass. And then out of sort of nowhere, the dolphins, a pod of dolphins come over and they're following the ray along, basically like waiting for it to find food. And then they'd like duck underneath and then steal the fish or the octopus or whatever it was from under the ray and then take off. And then they sort of work together in a way. After a while, I sort of noticed that sometimes the dolphins would be off in one spot and then the ray would swim to them and they'd just like sort of share the catch. So it was almost like a behavior of like working together in a way.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Oh, wow. Jake, don't go away because you may have something up later on in this show, so don't go away. Congratulations. For all runner up, get $1,000 voucher to go on Aurora expeditions, and also $500 voucher to go on any of Ocean Geographic expeditions. So
Yeah.
now the winner is.
Oh yes, this is such a neat image. Merce Libera, I'm gonna go with that. And really super neat image. So this really dynamic. The lighting is gorgeous. So of course you can see that there's a orca back there hunting in a mobula ray school. A lot going on, a ton of movement. And I know one of Doug's notes in this was that this must have been an image that was ridiculously hard to capture because you have to be swimming. You have to keep your camera steady. You have to like not completely lose your mind when you're in there looking at this happening. So this is really an image that requires a lot of focus and skill to make happen, and just great timing. You know, you have to be in the right place at the right time. So a lot of things had to fall into place for this to happen. So, Merce, if you're here, please come talk to us about this image. I think you are.
Is he here?
I think she is here.
She or
hold
he?
on. Hold on. I'm looking at the participant list.
Oh, sorry.
Don't go.
All right, come back.
I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll come back to that one.
All right, move on.
If they get here.
Black
It's a
and
great
blue
image, though.
Okay. We are sad that Dr. William Hamner is no longer with us, but these pictures are selected by his wife, equally celebrated wife in science, Peggy Hamner. So it's about pictures taken in black and blue water. I have the privilege of diving with Dr. William Hamner in the in 2000, in the mid 2000, and that's where I learned about black water in 2007. So I started shooting black water in 2007 in the south of the Philippine Seas, and that's where I learned the skill from with Dr. Hamner. So go on, Alex.
All right. So a little bit about the black and blue water category. So this is, of course, a category for a picture of planktonic animals that are captured either in open water in the day or the night, either way. Though not limited to that, the special focus will be animals that have migrated from deep water into the pelagic realm, as well as larval stages of animals that thrive in the pelagic zone. The emphasis is always kind of on new stuff, on never before seen things in animals, if at all possible, to bring about more awareness of the amazing creatures that live in this so little seen and known pelagic realm. So let's have a look.
All right. And let's see.
Sponsors. Oh, yeah, sorry. I always forget. Sponsors. I can't forget about our sponsors. So this is Yos Dive in Lembe, one of the coolest spots to go diving in the critter capital of the world.
All right.
Go see them. Oh, man. So this is some fun stuff. Japan is definitely, as Michael mentioned, a location that we're going to be diving more often. And this is one of the reasons. You get to see such cool stuff come up from the depths. The locations of some of these dive spots are right along continental shelves. So all this deep water stuff that normally would be very far below normal scuba diving depths comes up to the shallows, or at least much more shallow, where we can actually see them and photograph them. And the squid is definitely an example of one of those species that you wouldn't normally see in shallow water in most places, but in Japan you can. And it's pretty gorgeous animal. Yeah.
Yeah. Very Tusteros, or whatever it's called. Congratulations, Mr. Horiguchi from Japan.
Yes, beautiful image. Yeah, one of our honorable mentions.
Okay, here's this one, Xavier Mask.
So much of the cool spawning stuff. Like this is similar to that little snail. You know, like we've got this marine worm. It's a polychaete worm of some kind that's just twirling through the ocean, releasing eggs everywhere. And I've not seen these images from honestly anywhere other than Japan, like regularly. So it's one of the reasons we need to go and check this out more. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So that's one of our honorable mentions. And another one of these beautiful jellies. Giacomo Marcioni always has some great images. His stuff is almost always making it into our competitions. So there are a few of you that just consistently deliver amazing stuff, and we appreciate it. All right. Oh, and this is a nudibranch, but it's in open water, which unless they're pelagic is usually not a very common thing to see. But this doesn't look like a pelagic one, so it's out and about in an unusual spot.
Yep, another Japanese, Oyama-san.
Yeah, Takumi Oyama, yeah. All right. Oh, another honorable mention. Gosh, some of these little larval ones are just incredible in the cemetery, and this one is really impressive. And I mean, this is some tiny, tiny stuff. I mean, it's hard enough to see, let alone make an image like that. So impressive, definitely. Oh, gorgeous as always. So Michael said you said this is an orfish, right? Not a ribbon
No,
fish. I mean, I know they're related, but you said it's an orfish. Yeah. Just an incredible species. Again, one that is not very common to see in shallow waters. And there's a lot of sort of mythology behind them, especially in Japan. Like when you see them in shallow water, especially the adults. I think they're called like the earthquake fish or something like that because they're associated with being disturbed from the deep sea. And if you see them in the shallow, something crazy is brewing in the ocean. And sometimes that's the case, sometimes it isn't. But either way, it's wonderful to see these larval specimens of them up in places where divers can see them. Just an amazing animal.
Actually, Matthew Muir, our longtime contributors and editors of Ocean Geographic, was in Ozikan just 2 months back,
Yeah.
and he shot it on not a blackwater dive, but just a night dive, and he
Mhm.
shot in 10 meters of water. It's pretty amazing,
Wow.
right on the shore of
Wow.
Ozikan. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All
Yeah.
right, Keiko Kawamura. Another
Yes, another cool special mention. Yeah, we've got an octopus in there inside a salp. Amazing. So many times in these pelagic ones, you see critters living together or in each other, even weirder. Ooh. But this is a nice little paper nautilus floating by on a leaf. Really interesting use of the slow shutter speed there to kind of get the movement of the leaf through the water. Really cool image. Very ghostly. I love it. Such tiny things going on here. These little amphipods are so, so small. And you see there's one on top, which is small, and then a much more ridiculously small one underneath. So pretty neat to see just floating around in the deep sea. So Gabriel Jensen is our runner up there. Great image. Is Gabe? I don't know if Gabriel's here. Let me look.
Gabriel is not here, but he sent us a
No.
message. So here we go.
Oh,
Hi,
okay, great.
I'm Gabriel Jensen, and I'm truly honored to have my image featured in this year's Ocean Geographic Picture of the Year Awards. What you're seeing is a colony of radiolarians. They're a planktonic creature that builds delicate, glassy skeletons from the silica dissolved in seawater. They're part of the ocean's biological pump, helping cycle energy through the food web and sequestering carbon as they sink to the seafloor. On the colony, you can see two tiny hyperpid amphipods who are hitching a ride, using the colony as both shelter and transport. To me, blackwater diving feels like deep space exploration. Every night, creatures like this drift upwards from the depths, alien, intricate, and fleeting. I'm grateful to the Ocean Geographic team and judges for spotlighting the strange and beautiful life that floats just beyond the edge of what we normally see. Thank you.
And thank you. And the winner of this category is
Oh, this one is just the coolest. So this is two little Cleone sea angels mating, which is really an incredible thing to see. And I've honestly never seen a picture like this before. So this is definitely a first of its kind. Another one by Katsushiki Horiguchi. Wonderful job on this. Really just stellar. And Michael, you said this was shot in winter too, right?
in Hokkaido in
Yeah, which makes it even harder. So I mean,
1 degree
you're-
Celsius water in the open sea.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, so you're doing dry suit, night, open ocean, drift, macro. Like that's a ridiculous collection of impossible things all strung together, and still to make this gorgeous image of an animal that you not only rarely see, but pretty much never see mating. As is the case with most of these creatures, they are hermaphrodites, which means it's double the chance that you're going to make babies. So good for them. And
Yeah.
pretty cool image. And these are tiny. I mean, these are like maybe an inch, like 2.5 centimeters, something like that. Yeah.
So next edition of Ocean Geographic will have a portfolio of another photographer, all pictures taken from the frigid water of Hokkaido.
Woo.
Yeah.
As if Blackwater weren't hard enough. Cool.
Black and white.
All right, black and white. This is consistently one of our favorites just because it reminds us of one of our favorite people, Ernie Brooks. So this is the Ernie Brooks Award of Excellence, the black and white print. The goal with these is the pictures should be either underwater or around the water. It doesn't have to be underwater. The composition would be of animals or seascapes, revealing details and stark contrasts and really nice definition between black, white, and gray. Pretty pictures, of course, and things that make us reminiscent about our favorite black and white underwater guy, Ernie, who we miss all the time. The sponsor for this one is Voli Voli in Fiji, which I'm sure is absolutely fantastic, right, Michael?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We're heading to Fiji. Anyway.
I know, gotta go.
Honorable
All right, so let's
yeah.
have a look. We've got some honorable mentions. Catherine Holmes, beautiful sea lion image. Sea lions are quintessential, Ernie. So that's always a favorite. Glad to see some sea lions in there. And really pretty Ray, gorgeous eagle Ray, and sort of the perfect animal for a black and white image.
Joaquin Frigoni.
Yep. Good job. Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, another one. Oh, these beautiful whales. Marcia Reiterer. Very cool. Just what perfect image to have a black background like that. It really, really pops. And of course, Australia's very famous sea dragons. And we've got Nicola Remy. Nicholas always sends us some really beautiful images. And Nicholas, you're here. So if you want to pop on and tell us about the sea dragon, please do.
Hey, hi everyone. Yeah, sure. So, that's one of Australia's most iconic species. Everyone likes to photograph it, myself included. This was taken on a trip last year where I took quite a few different shots of the animals, but this juvenile, looking for food in its natural feeding ground, where it actually camouflages very well. It stood out to me when I looked at the photo afterwards. I didn't intend it to be a black and white shot, but it stood out to me as something that calls for a black and white conversion. And it's about shape. It's about the different textures. It's also about a bit of the irony of revealing that animal. It stands out very well from the background right now. Whereas in color, without strobe to eliminate the animal, it's really perfectly camouflaged. So that was my take on this one. But thank you for selecting it.
I think I like this picture too, is because it also shows the environment it lives in, which is very important environment. The seagrass and seabeds environment, which is under threat, from climate change, and seagrass, seabeds, and kelps like this contribute to the air we breathe. Anyway, the winner is
beautiful, Nicholas. Thank you. Black and white print. Oh, we've got our wonderful penguins all the time from Romaine Barrett's this time. Let me see, is Romaine on here? Yes, good.
Yeah.
Come talk to us.
I'm so happy to see you again, guys.
And you're going to Fiji. How about that? You're going to Fiji.
Yeah, it's so great. Well, these pictures. I've been in Antarctica in February. And we saw a big chunk of ice with some tiny penguins on it. And I had to frame it so to make the penguins appear very small. So, yes, I feel so grateful to win this trophy. It's, but...
Yeah, see, the thing is black and white. It is one of Ernie's favorites of shooting in Antarctica. He was with us in 2010. And in 2015 in the Arctic, the colors, like I call it colors between the black and the white, and you see a lot of gray in here. Moving number of tone of gray in the black is just an amazing picture. Very nicely captured.
Thank you again, guys. Thank you. So honored.
Moving on.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, all the winner this year get this special new design pins which you are creating. You see this little statue in the pin office is molded, designed after the Antibes festival in France, which is no longer running. So we duplicate the design, put on our special pins, and all the winners of category get this special pin sent to them. All right, go on.
Great. All right, so this next category is color prints. This is judged by Valerie Taylor. So just a little description about it. The pictures can be around water or underwater. The composition can be of animals or seascapes, and really focusing on the aesthetic appeal and the beautiful pops of color, kind of the opposite need from the last one. Definitely needs to be colorful and needs to be a real eye catcher. Our sponsor for this one is INR, which is an incredible resort in Anilao, Philippines. We teach some of our photography workshops there pretty regularly. I think we're there every year, and the space is really stunning. The service is incomparable, and of course, you can't beat sunset in an infinity pool, and then going for a night dive doesn't get better than that. So it's a great spot.
Well, Alex, time for you to go back. Anyway, going on.
Yes, I think so. I think so. So our first honorable mention here is Catherine Holmes. Gorgeous
Again.
seascape. Again. Hey, some people just had it going on this year. But yeah, it's a beautiful one. Just so much happening. And a lot of these are non-photosynthetic, and you can see them just totally opened up during the daytime. So, it's really nutrient-rich water. Oh, so fun. I mean, to get a sea crate in a picture like this, really, really cool. Daniel Sly. This is a real neat one, especially popping out of that background of the Dendronepia coral. Just beautiful. Great photos.
Yeah, it's coming at you. Okay.
I know. It looks like it's going to come right at you. Oh, Wobbegong, always cute. Nicholas, that was another one that you got an honorable mention for.
Where is this, Nicholas? Where is this captured, Nicholas? Your Nicholas is gone?
That's in Fish Rock, New South Wales.
Yeah,
Fish Rock.
thought it was.
And the runner-up.
Cool. Yay, Renee! Our splits queen. So, Renee, why don't you tell us about this beautiful sea turtle? I think you're here. Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much. So this photo was taken in Maui, Hawaii, and they have really strong protections here for sea turtles. So they really thrive in their natural environment. They're also very accustomed to divers and snorkelers. So if you move very slowly, you can usually get pretty close to a turtle and get a nice portrait. And this was actually shot off of Lahaina this past less than a year ago. And it was a very nice sunset that evening. And this turtle, came up to the surface, and I took this half and half shot, and I liked it. And I thought it kind of went with the theme of the color print category. So that's the story of the shot. It's a green sea turtle. So thank you so much.
Renee, just a hint.
Thanks, Renee.
Just a hint. You should. I know you got many sea turtle picture. You should really consider submitting into the 6 pictures of video into the endangered marine animals for Sylvia. And the winner is.
I will.
It's like just dropping it there. Okay, bye. No.
Yeah, I didn't know there were 6. So yeah, that's good. That's a challenge. Thank you.
Extra opportunities for cool stuff.
Yeah.
So our winner of this category is Isabel Cole, who I think is on. So Isabel, come tell us about this gorgeous stingray. What a cool shot.
Hi, thank you very much. This is actually one of my favorite pictures. It's in a place in Cozumel in Mexico, where I've been many, many times for sunset to see the rays. But I don't know what happened that day. I don't know if it was the movement of the rays or something in the water, but it made this very crazy patterns on the water that just, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like an underwater kaleidoscope to me. And this was like, I took a little piece of this and we exhibited that in our last art exhibition. So this is one of my favorite ones.
It's so cool. When I saw this photo, I was like, are we sure this isn't in the creative category? Like, is the surface, that's funky. But yeah, that's just a natural effect, I guess, of those really cool waves in the sand. Is just awesome. I love this.
Thank you.
Very, very artistic. The colors of the water,
yeah,
and this textures of the water, the texture of the sand. It's just perfect pictures. Thank you.
Thank you
It's a
so much.
1960s ray, Michael. It's the 60s.
Yeah. I guess you'll hit to the Philippines and to our favorite resort, Ayana. Thank you.
It's so awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, next category, coral reefs of the world. This is the Dr. Carden Wallace Award of Excellence. Dr. Carden Wallace is a very well-respected and well-known coral biologist based out of Australia, and is still prolific in her publishing and writing and luckily judging of our competition. So this is a category to celebrate the beauty of coral reefs. And the composition has to either show hard or soft coral species or a mix of those, and should kind of portray a sense of wilderness and diversity and give an idea of species density and the impressiveness of the environment. It should make use, of course, of creative lighting and capture a feeling of an underwater wilderness and sense of awe. So that is what we're going for in this one. And the sponsor here is Banakan Oasis, another absolutely spectacular dive resort in Sulawesi. So no shortage of beautiful, warm water, warm weather places to keep indulging your photography habits.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
resort has been named luxurious resort several times in the last 10 years.
It's a stunner.
They only have got 12 or 14 villas, and you'll be totally spoiled whoever the winner for this category. And just for record, Dr. Carden Wallace was the original team, and her team is originally discovered corresponding way back in the 80s. Oh, hey, the winner is...
Yeah. Hey, honorable mentions first.
That's right. They're all winners.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
They're all winners.
Yes.
Honorable mentions, special mentions, they're all winners.
It's true. That is true. And these are some really unique images. So we've got. Let me just check and make sure I don't miss anybody who might be on here to talk about their images. No, okay. Those are plumose anemones. This huge field of anemones, loads and loads and loads of them. I wonder how many clownfish were living in there. Funny enough, though, when you look at this image, you don't really see the clownfish in it. You see all of the cardinal fish that are living in there. You see domino damsels, and that's mostly it. I mean, I'm sure there are clowns somewhere, but peculiar not to see many of them. So that's kind of a unique image to have. Yeah. Oh, yes. Always the best places to dive around jetties. That's always my favorite.
Virginia.
Virginia South. Yeah. Beautiful. Is Virginia?
Okay.
Oh, no,
what's happening here, Alex? What's happening?
Oh, this one's a sad one. So yeah, this is unfortunately not the pretty side of a reef. It is a very ethereal image, but this is of course dying coral. So when corals are in their death throes, they do a lot of different things. Sometimes they fluoresce harder first as kind of a warning signal, but once they essentially are uncomfortable enough with their water temperature and other factors, they will expel their dinoflagellates, their zooxanthellae that give them most of their energy, and they bleach and they turn white. And when you finally get to the point where the coral is beyond a recoverable point, the tissue will actually start to dissolve and die and leave the skeleton behind it. And this is essentially a dissolving coral reef with a few last remnant fish that are still trying to hang around and get shelter from what's left. So definitely a sad image, a beautiful image, very ghostly and very appropriate for what's going on. That's Koji Matsuda. It's a really poignant image. Yeah. Beautiful in a sad way. That's a special mention. Another special mention. Wow, look at that color.
I believe this is from around the area of INL in Analau. It's just look at that. Again, cheers.
The density is just insane. and you with orange being your favorite color, you must just be in love with this photo.
And that's the reason they hit back to Ion every year. Yes, exactly. And they have actually the pink aquanaut competition which I just judged recently. So everyone can the next year go to the pink aquanaut shootout. It's amazing competition with lots of prizes. All right, this one, special mention, of course. Yes. Guess where is this from, Alex?
Oh my gosh, is it Japan?
Deep water.
It's definitely
deep water,
Japan.
30 meters, 30 meters.
Yeah, on the deeper side. Well, and you can see we're obviously looking at non-photosynthetic stuff. Like these are not hard corals. There's a dendronepthy on the back. So this is all stuff that's just feeding off of plankton in the water, loads of anthias. But of course, the dead giveaway for it being Japan is those cherry blossom anthias in the front, the kind of red ones with the little white speckles on them. That's an endemic species there. So yeah, you're in Japan when you're seeing cherry blossoms. Exciting.
And the runner-up.
Yes, Pietro Cremone. Yay. Pietro, you're here. Come tell us about this beautiful reefscape.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy and humbled and honored to be here again. And this is something really, as you can see, it's a fantastic spectacle for our eyes. I took this in Banda Sea last year, and I were in a lab-board, and I were so lucky to witness a very, very massive presence of these silver sides in every reef I go. This is one of the pictures I took, but I have hundreds of these pictures, and I was really happy to be here. Yeah, definitely. Banda Sea is always delivering great images. Yes.
You go to the Banda Sea. Who do you go with?
Sorry.
Who do you go to Banda Sea with? Which boat?
With Gaia Low. Yeah.
Oh.
One of your sponsors. Yes.
Yeah. We were about to yell at you if it wasn't some of us that we know.
Yeah. I would like to say hello to everybody on Gaia Low. They are fantastic.
All right, and now
Thank
the
you very
winner
much.
is this one is a big. This one is a big surprise, a big moment.
Woohoo!
Big moment.
Yes.
All right, let's see our winner.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, Emery. So Emery won this category. It's definitely not your standard reefscape, but there's so much going on in it. You've got several different species of butterfly fish. You've got bannerfish. You've got this big, beautiful fan coral. I just love non-photosynthetic stuff because it just looks so fluffy underwater. And you got barracuda in the background and triggers and trevally way in the back. There's just so much happening. And it's just, it's always nice to see such healthy reefs. So Emery, come tell us about your reef.
Where is he? Is he here?
I know he was.
He was.
Or maybe he's...
Yeah, he's here. I'm
off.
asking him to unmute himself.
He must...
There you go.
Have you got a scarf to walk with you?
There you go. Yeah, every dog has a day. I mean, what can I say? It's Raja and Pat was on Demai 2. And you couldn't pass it up. I mean, the red coral was pretty enough, and the pandas were just amazing. I actually put it on the cover of my calendar. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, critique it. I could say, oh, well, I don't have enough light on the bottom of the reef, but I try not to blow the floor out. And yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Well, I guess you're going to Bunakan Oasis, and see you there, my favorite part of the world, where I first started in Manado. Thank you, Emery. Good job.
Thanks
Good
so
job.
much. Yeah, for sure.
And now,
Yay.
Creative Vision, interesting one.
Oh yeah, Creative Vision is always fun because we never know what Pascal is going to pick. So Pascal Lecoq is the judge for this competition, and I'm sure you're familiar if you're a diver, you've probably seen his work. I think the most famous one is his matador underwater in the dive in like the blue dive suit with the nice red cape with the shark. But he's got some really gorgeous and really cool, very unique and stylized underwater themed paintings. So thanks to Pascal for his judgment on these. So let me tell you a little bit about what he looks for. So, of course, looking for a sort of unique and surprising and artistic interpretation of the ocean. It can be intertidal, it can be surface, it can be underwater, it can be abstract or more direct, but it has to be executed in exacting photographic techniques. So we'll be looking for something that's kind of distinct and a well thought out process behind it. Very original with an attempt to convey a greater understanding for our watery planet. And we do allow in-camera multiple exposures for these, as well as a whole bunch of other post-production manipulation because it is a creative category after all. So let's see what we've got. Our sponsor for this one was also Duke of York. So Maldives, Here we come. Let's see it. So crazy. There's so much happening in here. So these almost look like firefighters, but they're divers, fire divers. I don't know. There's a lot happening here, Michael.
You see,
I don't know.
you see the hairy crab in the background, like a bridge.
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the big orangutan crab in the back is like, wow. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's a message here, that the devastation of the planet and the ocean.
Yeah.
Within these pictures, quite a bit going on. That's what we like about it, I think.
There is a lot. And I mean, divers are at the front lines of a changing climate. I mean, we see it all the time. So, I think that's, if I had to interpret it anyway, that's certainly the messaging I would be taking away from it at the front lines of climate change.
It's all about storytelling and the story you weave with your picture. All right.
Yep.
Oh my
Cool
God.
stuff.
Martin.
Oh, this one's so beautiful. Oh, it reminds me a lot of one of the images from Dia de los Muertos, like the Katrinas. I love that, and yeah, it looks like a Day of the Dead portrait. Very cool. Another image by Jake Wilton got into an unexpected category of his. If you're still around, Jake, tell us about your beautiful sea turtle mirror.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Well, this one, I got extremely lucky. It's a leucistic green turtle, which are extremely rare. So it's not like albino similar, but they still have the pigment in the eyes. And it's something that I used to try and practice back in the days when I was living on Ningaloo Reef, is trying to get the reflective shots. And I could never quite get it with the right subject. And then always was like sort of fascinated by the black background photos as well. And as soon as I had this moment, I knew that it'd be such a strong image if I could pull it off, and somehow I did. Luckily, I had a brief moment to do it, and when it was coming up for air before it disappeared, and then luckily I got it.
Jake, you are right now in South Africa doing the sardine run, and I've done it for 15 years. So come back with some picture that we have never seen before. Pictures, there's so much stuff. Sardine run, we have shots. So you can do it. You can come out with something different that we've never seen before.
Fingers
He's
crossed.
so greedy. Always wants the new stuff. Oh, I do love this kelp close-up. It is so pretty. Kelp is one of those things that you can just photograph in so many different ways. And like the macro photos look so different from the wide angle. And when you choose to focus on the little details of kelp, it just it looks like a little jewel in the sea. It's beautiful. So yeah, Sage Ono. Sage has some amazing stuff lately. His stuff has been all over the place, and really cool stuff. And so our runner-up, I know you like this one because it's such a great background image.
Background, just rest.
It's like so ethereal and cool, and you're like, what is happening here?
What is that finger telling you?
What? This is, you watch yourself in the ocean, Michael. Don't touch everything. That's what it says.
All right, and the winner is. This is amazing. The winner is.
All right, give it to us. Yes, Pietro again. So we all loved this image. We were going back and forth, and I was like, how much of this do you think is Photoshop? I don't know. What's put in there? What's real? I can't tell. It's all great. So tell us about your very
shocked like a sponge. Getting shocked with a plastic bag flying through water.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a real sponge? Did you manipulate the sponge?
Sorry?
What did you do to the sponge?
I don't know. This is. I'm sorry, but I'm really emotional. I didn't know.
Oh, good.
And this is a composite of two shots I get in Bunaken. In my last trip in Bunaken, I was really shocked by the presence of too many plastic in the water, so many bags, and then I got the shot of this sponge that was like screaming. You see. And I just put these two pictures I took together to give I would like to give a message for the presence of the plastic, and this is it's a terrible thing to animals and to all the marine lives. So I put these two pictures together and got this one, and I'm really glad you liked it. Yes, because it is a very, very meaning for me. Yes, It's
It's did you put those feather stuff on top of of the sponge? It's like a hair coming up.
no. This is. I took this picture. It's completely natural. It's nothing.
Wow.
It's
we were wondering how many pictures it was. I was like, was that a separate crinoid? And then it was on the top, but no, it's all together. Wow, that's great.
No. It's really. I have a complete booklet of this sponge because it was so funny to see. Yeah.
And where is this sponge? Where is it?
Yeah. Is
it Bunaken?
Okay. And this one, the same sponge in the Alone, one also in UPI this year, and this was a picture I'm really glad to do. Yeah.
Where is this sponge? Where is it?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for appreciating it. I'm really glad.
You're very welcome.
هاي برنجك أنا قدام نفتي دكتور زنتيا.
Okay.
Please, everyone.
Oh, hold on. We got some extra muting happening. Okay, Michael, unmute yourself. There you go. There we go. And so our next category is fish behavior. I told you there was one specifically for fish. So this one is always fun because there's so much cool fish behavior to see out there. This one is judged by Dr. Jerry Allen, whose name, of course, you will know from pretty much every single fish ID book that exists out there. So definitely famous. This is another one that needs to have that nice wow factor and definitely capture our attention right away. It can be a rare critter or fascinating behavior. Again, the whole like just sitting around or swimming around, not really doing much is not going to do the trick. But you really need to show genuine behavior going on. And we're looking for images, of course, of special interest with some aesthetic appeal, dramatic impact, and something that makes you go, oh, wow, I haven't seen that before. This category is sponsored by our INR as well, our beautiful dive resort in Anilao, Philippines. So let's see what we got. I love this one. Michael saw me earlier get excited about this one by James Emery. I love gobies. And these guys are shrimp gobies. They live in concert with these little pistol shrimps. You generally don't really see one without the other. The thing that you don't usually see, though, is both male and female out and about at the same time with their pistol shrimp. Like just to get both of them out and everybody's in focus. I mean, this is some wild depth of field going on right now. And I just love it. I mean, the shrimp is sharp. The fish are both sharp. It's kind of perfect. And with the crisscross fish, love it. Yep.
It's one of those.
Anyway,
I wish
I was nerding out on this one.
Shot this picture. It's just
I know.
Depth of field stunning. Yes.
It's a great one. Yeah, really, really cool. You kind of can't go wrong with the migrating mobulas and with those beautiful light rays. Just, that was so nice. Yeah. All right.
Oh, necklace again.
Yes, Nick. Yeah, he's cleaning up. If you want to pop back on and tell us about your shark, that would be great.
This is
your shark in its
water,
egg.
right? Yeah, Sydney water. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
This is a great photo of animal fish behavior. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Miriam. So I'll go quick on this one, but that's a behavior you can see sometimes in Sydney's water. So we have a fair bit of those sharks, the Port Jackson migrating to the different parts of New South Wales, including Sydney. And what you see on the photo is another species that looks really similar. It's called the crested horn shark. And after the first species have finished laying their eggs, these guys come. They're very nimble. They have a great sense of smell. And they basically go and look for the eggs hidden under the rocks, pull them out. Once they've done that, they go escape on the sand to a place where they won't be challenged by other predators wanting the same egg. And they go for a meal. And I've seen that twice. Let me think. Yeah, I've seen that twice in 5 years. But I've been searching for it. And one day I got lucky.
That's really neat. That's a great behavior to capture. Well, it's just like the shark on its own is such a cool animal, and the egg on its own is so neat. And then to see them together, especially with that kind of behavior, is really great. So, I love that.
Very
Thanks.
Good composition, good meeting of the eye, and the eggs is just spectacularly captured and composed. Very nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Very much,
Love it.
Michael.
Hajime Murakami. What's happening?
Yes.
Antius.
Spawning Anthias. Yeah, this is just not something that you see very often. I mean, for those of us who are underwater frequently, I mean, you know how quickly Anthias can move. So to actually get them not moving for a moment is kind of a shock to begin with. And to get them in this like fin embrace that they do when they're spawning is just really uncommon. And I mean, you have to be out there with a macro, not wide angle shooting a reef. You know, this is, you know, you're going out just to shoot this. So yeah, pretty great capture.
Yeah, certainly the pictures of this year, this category raised the bar for this category for everyone. So there you go. Keep shooting.
Keep shooting. Another special mention. This is just so salmon are just like endlessly incredible fish to me. Anything that can go from a life in saltwater to freshwater after they were born there is just incredible to me. So all these salmonids are just beautiful. Yeah, just super impressive. Yeah.
Oh, Mickey.
Oh, and another special mention. God, this was an impossible category. There's just so much good stuff. Yeah, cardinal fish spitting out all of its freshly hatched fry. Cardinal fish are paternal mouth brooders generally, so the boys take care of the babies, and they usually spend a week or a little bit more just hosting the eggs in their mouths, and they don't eat in the meantime. And when they're ready to hatch, they just out they go, and the babies are ready. They almost remind me a little bit of cichlids in freshwater. Same idea, yeah, but really cool. Yeah, it's a great image. Oh, more Anthias. Except instead of mating, this is fighting. So this is two males in a territorial dispute. So yeah, the fish are not making out, but they are showing each other who's boss. Whoever's got the bigger mouth is going to win this one. So really, really cool.
Congratulations
Super cool
to Kenko Kawamura. And the winner is Alex.
The winner is Koji Matsuda, and this is a super cool image of these two honeycomb morays. Just the lighting is so unique here. Like I don't think Koji's here. Is Koji here? No, I don't think so. Because I would love to know what lighting was going on here. Like, was this strobes? Was this snooted? Was this, I don't know. I don't know what happened. A continuous light? I'm not sure. But I would love to know more about how this image happened. Very, very cool. So, yeah. Great. Congrats, Koji.
The moment captured just for the, fleeting second, and the lighting is perfect. That's why it's a winner. All right, moving on.
Okay, moving on.
An Ocean, Stephen Frink.
Yeah, Human and Ocean. So Stephen Frink is, of course, a very well-known publisher here in the U.S., prints a magazine and has some of the most incredible images from Florida and the Keys and the greater Caribbean. I mean, everywhere around the world, of course, but Stephen's definitely known for his work in the Caribbean and Florida in particular. So let me tell you a little bit about that award. So this is a category for a picture of a human in an underwater scene. The model can't really be the main focus of the image, but is more seen as a directional tool that helps to emphasize the beauty of the animal that you're focused on or the scene. And it should make use of creative lighting, and make us really care about that critter or that environment. And the sponsor for this one is Ike Light. They're definitely my favorite strobes. I know everybody's got their own preferences for lighting, but I love the heck out of my strobes.
The winner get the new DS230. All right.
Yes. Woohoo! All right. An honorable mention. This one's by James Emery. Great image of an octopus. Just so fun to see them close like that. It's a nice use of a model here, because the model's not the focus, but the model's obviously looking at something going on, and definitely draws your eye to the octopus. It's great. Gorgeous color. Nice and sharp too.
And a little bit about, how to make this picture better. I think if you have your left stroke is to lit up the eyes of the model as well, looking at the octopus is how I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's always harder to do than it sounds, right? And kind of cool to just see this one little free diver smack in the middle of all those sharks. What a dream to be in the middle of all that. Beautiful, by Jake Walton. Jake, come tell us.
Jake is cleaning up. Where are you, Jake?
I know Jake's killing it tonight.
I think he's gone.
I mean, he's on. I think he's on here. I don't know
On?
if he knows.
I'm here.
Hold on.
Back.
Yeah, there he is. Hi.
Oh, cool. Back again. Sorry, I was
You're
muted.
back again.
Yeah, this is actually my partner freediving in the Maldives.
Oh, cool.
Actually,
of course,
we're out close by one of the resorts, diving out there, and it's at a spot where I believe they used to back in the day. They used to bait the sharks and stuff, but now it's illegal in the Maldives, as you guys probably know. But the sharks still aggregate around the boats and come and hang out. So it was a nice treat freediving along, and there was just so many sharks around like this one day that we were there, and I just thought it'd be such a cool shot to get somebody down in there and just look like a tiny little person surrounded by sharks, and create one of those images that's like to inspire people to dive with sharks more and show they're not so scary.
It's really fun.
Well, this definitely does that.
You know exactly where this spot is, and it's one thing about the Maldives is that a lot of spots are predictable, almost predictable, to interact with different animals. Well done, Jake. Don't go away.
Get yourself a drink or something.
All right, next one.
Or maybe not yet. All right, cool. Let's see what we. Oh, yes, one of our favorite places to go diving, definitely Socorro. I think Ilaria is actually here, right? I think joining from iPhone. Yes. Come tell us about the shot. If you're around. Hold on, I'm going to ask to unmute. Ask to unmute. Hi.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
This picture was taken during my honeymoon last year.
Oh.
Yeah. And the picture, for me, this picture is wonderful. But in those time, I don't like the people under the manta. But I took the picture because it's a good moment for the diver and for manta.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Nicely captured, and good promotion for Maris.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for submitting. It's beautiful.
All right.
And
where are we going? Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, this is cool. Tom Schlesinger. This is capturing a coral spawning event. Presumably, you're here to collect the gametes from the coral and then put them in a controlled environment where they can be sure to start turning into coral larvae. And once they do, you put them back on the reef so they can settle out and create new little corals. Oof. Yeah, I've got a big ghost fishing net here. Wow. I wonder how big. It's just so hard to tell how big these things are, but yeah, they're always huge. And ghost fishing nets are a major problem, of course, on our underwater seascapes, and
Beautiful
continue
pictures,
capturing wildlife.
Yeah.
Special mention. Oh, Nur Tucker. Nur always has some great images for sure. All right, you can see some jellies in there. Okay, runner up is Fabrice Dudenhofer. I don't know if Fabrice is here. I'm just going to have a quick look to make sure. Nope. I'm assuming this is Jellyfish Lake because, that's the only place I know that's got that density of jellies in Palau. I know there are some in Indo and other places, but I don't think they've got this many. Presumably this is also before that sort of recent issue with the jellies in Jellyfish Lake, where they had a couple of years of drought and then the jellies died out. They will come back, but I think it'll probably be another few years before they're back to that kind of density. We had two runners up actually here. Sina Ritter, this is such a neat image with a whale. It almost looks like the snorkelers being lifted up out of the water. I mean, I know she's not actually touching the fin, obviously, but it does look like she's just being held up by the whale.
Is Sina here? Cool. I think she was here, right?
Yeah, Sina's here. Yeah. Come tell us about this.
Yeah, hello. yeah, what to say? Thank you so much. So this photo means incredibly much to me. It was one of the best days out in the water for me in my life. The photo actually captures the connection of a young humpback whale called Sweet Girl last year in French Polynesia, and Morea and Rachel, who's also here today. So this connection was incredibly pure. It was incredibly special. Every whale encounter is special, but this one was even more special because the whale itself was really, really curious and just very gentle. She was moving deliberately. She was moving very slowly. She would come to every diver, every snorkeler in the water, and yeah, so it was a really, really pure connection. No touching, as you already said. So it was just like mimicking the movement, and yeah, it was incredibly magical. It felt like a magical fairy tale whale encounter.
And it looks like that. I mean, you captured that magic feel for sure. It would make anybody want to be that free diver.
You look
Beautiful.
deeper, you can see the eyes of the whales is in perfect sharpness, and it just haunting. Yes, it's just. I think this picture make a good picture on the wall for sure.
Yes,
Congratulations.
definitely.
Congratulations
To
again.
get you out of bed in the morning.
I'm still amazed. Oops. Okay.
And
Go
the
ahead.
winner is.
Hey, you're on. Oh, look, it's Jake again. Come tell us about your sharks. This is such an amazing dive spot. And like it can be such terrible visibility, and you nailed it on such a nice day. So yeah, tell us about this.
Thanks so much. I got really lucky. This is actually, as people probably guessed, at Fish Rock, which is my hometown where I grew up and where I started diving, and pretty much what introduced me to the ocean. And I was actually traveling around Australia for this, and I got a call to fly back home and do a story or do the photos for a story on Fish Rock with a young conservation girl named Shalif. And it was for Australian Geographic. And I jumped at the chance as soon as they said where it was. I said, it has to be me. You know, I grew up there. I've done my whole life there. So I knew the shot I wanted to get for the magazine and for the story. So we headed back. And I was basically on call with my my boss. I still work there over the summers sometimes as a guide. And I was on call waiting for the good viz because I know what it can be. It can be terrible, terrible viz. And sometimes get good viz and then there's no sharks in the entrance and things like that. So basically I was on call and I flew out of Cairns, went down there, got the next day diving in, and then crazily got the shot the first dive. We sat there for probably about 45 minutes and
wow.
I had to draw it on like a slate for her. So we'd done like a bit of a drawing. I was like, okay, sit here, you know, do that. And then we just had to wait for the sharks to come. And yeah, it was amazing. She's only 16 or something and doing amazing work. I think it was a little bit about being a hope spot as well, like from the Mission Blue, like Sylvia Earle's thing. So that's fits perfect for this competition as well, I think.
Definitely. Yeah, I love it.
I know this girl, but you know, it's a lot about pictures and composing, and also about planning. So some people look at this picture, oh, it's just a lucky shot, and a lucky shot that involves a lot of planning.
Yeah. Yeah, you make luck.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I knew the shot I wanted, and it's also important to note that was the only sort of spot I wanted to put her in because there's the rules and regulations about blocking the gutters with the sharks, which is really important because more and more people are diving with the sharks. So with more divers, it comes more responsibility to ensure that we're not putting too much pressure on the animals. So that's the spot that we always use to exit and enter the cave down that one side to make sure the sharks have a clear path and aren't getting scared away.
Awesome. Yeah, that's
fantastic.
Great.
Congratulations again. Well done. And I hope to shoot with you one day. Thank you, Jake. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Yes. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh, Michael, you're doing this one because this is yours.
I say the same thing every year, music and pictures. I mean, this is my favorite category because I won this category many times. And the Antibes Festival, or the World Underwater Picture Festival in France, in Antibes and Marseille. So I'm fascinated how you can tell stories with your pictures, with music. You can have narrations, or you don't have to, but the idea is putting pictures together and with music and weave a story around that. So because I get to do it, so the winner of this category goes on a damai. Damai is one of the two favorite boats I go on in Indonesia. It's very luxurious, and you'll be well taken care of, whoever the winner for this category is. But anyway, moving on. Honorable mention, Petro Cremon. I took a lot of time looking at this submissions. Let's see, do I have a short video on this? So putting something like this requires lots of picture, and that's why the price is always a very good price for this category. So it's nicely beefed together. But what's lacking in this for making it a winner and just a mention is because it lacks storytelling, but otherwise very beautiful pictures. Next to runner-up is Gaetano Anzalone. I think he's here. I'm going to play it first and let him speak. Gaetano is a regular winners in this category. Gaetano, are you here, Gaetano?
Okay, thank you, everyone. I thank the jury for appreciating my work. I am very satisfied and proud to be here now. This photographic multivision of mine derives inspiration from ancient legend of extraordinary natural phenomenon to push people to love and respect nature more.
Yeah, it's good storytelling. I went through it all many times, and it could be a winner. Very close to a winner, and just that. I think the finishing. I think you need more time to complete the story. So, for you should submit this again with a more complete story next year. Yeah. Next one, the winner is Existent in an Ocean. I'll play it first. Yeah. So all this is just extract, right? It's not a complete video. So it's all on YouTube now. After the show, go on the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, and see the whole show. This one I'm guided judging this one by our editor, our film editor that's editing most of our movies. Very nice flow of editings and also storytelling with movement of water and of course the wood as well. And very timely with the title "Ocean of Existence in Us." So he wins the award. It goes to go on the Dama. Is Marie Leo here? Here?
Yes. Good.
You want to tell us
Good
about
morning.
it? Congratulations!
Yes,
well done, very well done. You
thank you
get
so
to
much.
beat at Gaetano.
Yeah. yes. Let me start by thanking you and the jury for me. This is the first time in this competition, And the ocean of the sixth stem from an experience when I had during the ocean crossing on the sailboats. In in the middle of the ocean, I find myself and reflecting over the vastness, the power, and how many things and the fish, the man have in common. I felt the strong call over the ocean and the force the drove in the man and even the star. Only in the ocean can you truly find the meaning of existence for me. And this work is that. Thank you so much.
Very, very nice words. Very nice words.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. And it's very meaningful. Yeah, go share away. And you're going to go on Damai very soon.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll enjoy having you on board. Yes.
Yeah, fantastic.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
All right.
Great. So, Michael, I am going to pop back to one person because I didn't realize they were here. So, your anemone finger by Esther Pasa, I'm going to actually share my screen so we can go back to that one.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Hold on one second. Yep. Share. I'm going to share mine and go like this. So, yeah, Esther, come on and tell us about this really cool image. Okay, hold on.
You can just see it right here. This is on background.
I know. It's awesome. Well, it's like we need to know more about this. So hold on, let me. Yeah. Hold on. I just want to make sure.
Sir might be muted.
Yeah, I'm asking to unmute, and we'll see how we go.
You can unmute him, though.
Yeah.
Hi.
Sometimes it just takes a second. Hi. Come tell us about this.
Can you see me?
We can see you, yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. This photo I took in the Portugal, Madeira. And not Photoshop, just two photo overlay. I took photo one filter, I made it front of the flashlight, and I take the second photo with snoot light and make these pictures.
I was wondering.
Thank you again. For attention to me.
Wow,
yeah, that's very creative, very cool. That's perfect for this category. Really interesting use of lighting techniques. I love that. Yeah. Okay, Michael, back to your screen.
Okay, it's back on my screen now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, good. All right. So, hold on, let me get out of that so that I'm not confusing myself. So our next category is emerging photographer, and this is the Alex Mustard Award of Excellence. I'm sure most of you know Dr. Alex Mustard. He is an extremely well-known underwater photographer, a biologist, and pretty much the go-to guy if you want to take a really great underwater photography course. So this category is specifically for new photographers that demonstrate passion and desire and skill in capturing inspiring images. Pictures have to be shot after January 1st, 2019. So, I mean, they still have some time, but it's still recent stuff. It can't be, like decades old. Pictures have to show fish or marine animals or marine birds, marine plants, seascapes. So it's a pretty broad category, but the judges are looking for original, beautiful, and striking shots. Rather than just rare or exotic subjects, because those are the sorts of things that you get to see after you've been diving a long time. And if you're an emerging photographer, you're probably not seeing the crazy rare stuff right off the bat. So this one is submit 3 pictures for the category. So it's not just one image, it's 3 images because it's done more like a portfolio. And it can be wide angle, macro, or a combination of those. So our sponsor for this one is our friends in Japan, who we will be spending more time with. Osaka. And let's see what we've got.
Diving beneath Mount Fuji. In this place, you can actually do a split shot of Mount Fuji and the ocean together. It's an amazing place.
That's pretty crazy. All right. Ooh, like these, I wish we could see like each one separately. I know we don't have time for that, or we'd be here for days. But It's really, really cool. Obviously, more close focus wide than anything, which I really enjoy. And macro. So Alexei Permyakov is our honorable mention here. If I miss anybody and you are actually on our call and I don't see your name, please just unmute yourself and start talking over me. But I don't think so. Some more really great images. Got some really cool little nudies, two different nudibranchs, and a Blackwater image. Some beautiful things here. Love that purple. Amazing detail. Another honorable mention. Wow, look at all those jellies lined up. What a cool shot right at the surface. Love that reflection. Yeah, nice images. Oh, and Laura's on. So our runner-up here is Laura Gugas. Please come and tell us about your beautiful elasmobranch collection.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, so they're all taken on the Ningaluri, so in Australia.
Yeah.
And they're like some iconic spaces we can see around here. And yeah, this place is, I've been working here for 2 years now, and it's just the most beautiful place ever been.
That's
with
great.
the sand flats of the manta and the whale shark, where you have beautiful clear water. And the other one with the whale shark and the oceanic manta was the most crazy day I had, two feeding together.
I'll bet. Yeah, that must have been incredible.
Yeah,
two iconic species. Yeah, all there together.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
gosh,
very nice
wonderful.
photo.
Yeah.
Very well done. Nicely put
Thank you
together.
so much.
Yes, you should use your price voucher to go to Ozikan if you can, or anywhere of
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And the winner.
Amazing. Thank you.
And
Yeah, thank you.
Hannah. Is Hannah here?
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
How beautiful.
Right? No, Hannah's not here. Yeah, really creative macro here. I mean, beautiful subjects. See, this is what's so cool about this category, you know, and well, macro in general is that you just have so much leeway to do what you want. Because it's not like any of us haven't seen a seahorse, or if we've traveled to the Indo-Pacific, you've definitely seen a sexy shrimp. You know, like they're not wildly uncommon subjects, but what cool ways to present them in just a totally unique light. And that's the goal with these, obviously, is to show the critters that we know in new and unique ways.
Yeah,
but yeah, congratulations, Hannah.
To the next level with not just lighting but also shutter speed as well, and so
and backgrounds and all sorts of really creative, really creative. I love it.
See you in Osaka.
Yeah.
Photojournalist. This is interesting.
This one's always interesting. Yeah. So the Photojournalist Award, I think it's not a new one this year, but it is one of our newer ones in the Pictures of the Year Awards. And people, of course, have to submit an essay along with images. It's not just a photo essay, you know, like images in the form of storytelling. But you do actually have to submit a story as well. So the person who wins the category will be published in Ocean Geographic. If we have space, we do like to put our runner-up in as well, but that's never a guarantee. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about that. This is open to all underwater photographers and writers. The essay is meant to be written in first person about encounters with ocean creatures, and the primary focus should generally be about conservation, natural history, or new discoveries. And it should be under 1,000 words for sure, and between 6 and 12 pictures to illustrate the words. So this one is sponsored by Murex, another one of the most fantastic places in Sulawesi, and somewhere that Michael spent a lot of time. All right, let's see what we've got. Aha! Honorable mention for Doug Hoffman. Very cool. Story about frogfish.
Nice story on frogfish. Yes, exactly. Yep.
Definitely. Okay, and the sea lions of Los Islotes. If anyone's been to Baja, La Paz area, they know the sea lions of Los Islotes. It's a very, very famous location where you can have incredible encounters with some of the cutest sea puppies out there. So yeah, very nice story about that experience. Oh, and I think let me see if Laria is still here. Probably yes.
Yes,
So
I'm
come
here.
tell us, come tell us about your sea turtles.
This picture was taken in Adriatic Sea in a place called Cesta, and they take care about sharks, turtle, and seahorse. And this day, I take many picture about the story of sea turtle, and I love it. I love this type of picture because I like I'd like to do more photojournalism. And
Very well
Oh,
done.
great! You definitely should do more. This was a great start. So thank you for submitting that, and keep up the work.
Definitely, we'll publish this. I love the story. I look at the pictures and it illustrates the story very well. The story is a little short, but it's fine. So we'll publish this. Maybe not in the July edition. It will be in the October edition for sure. Congratulations.
yeah,
Well done. Thank you.
I like too.
Great.
Thank you. And the
Great,
winner
thanks.
is, the winner is, I wonder, is she here?
Let's see. Michelle Brayshaw. Let me look and see if Michelle is here.
Yes, I am.
Yes, there you are. There you are. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Congrats. Come tell us about your parrotfish.
Wow. So my story is on my fascination with the parrotfish of the Great Barrier Reef. I've been working and observing for a couple of years their colour changes, both through life phases and through rapid colour change. And what I discovered was that their changes are just endless and they're just beautiful. They teach us that these fish depend upon their colour changing abilities in everyday life to signal behaviours such as sexual advances, moods and emotions, warning of danger, and even their well-being. And the end results confirm my belief that the ocean holds so many fantastic secrets that we need to discover. And just that picture there is actually the life cycle of the Cetoscarus bicolor. And it goes from the juvenile and through to the initial, and then there's also a transitioning fish there, which is the initial and the terminal, which is the male, the beautiful male one. And you can see both the colours in that one. And the background photos are my experience. I saw them actually mating, which was a fantastic experience that I had one day out in the reefs of Cairns and Port Douglas in the Great Barrier Reef. Thank you very much. Wow.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's so wonderful to see these observations. And, it's amazing, too, to think how long we went not realizing that these were all the same fish. I mean, for years and years, people thought that these were all different species, because if you don't spend that much time underwater, you're not going to see the transitions happening. And
Yes.
it's wonderful to have the whole life cycle complete in one place like that. So, thanks for putting this together.
Thank you.
Very good storytelling here. I mean, you illustrated with your pictures, composite pictures. Though the words are, are a bit lengthy, but we accepted it because it's all in the caption instead of the main story. So the main story, I mean, is within the parameters of this competition, but then it's in the caption. We allow it to win because
Wow.
very
Thank you.
educational stories, and we learn a lot. I learned a lot, and I think everybody loved parrotfish. I call them the birds of the sea because they swim like a bird.
Yes. And in the story, it's all about the actual the rapid color changes as well, which are as exciting and fantastic as an octopus. When you're really there in the water with them, it's just amazing. I've had the best time with parrotfish. So thank you.
That's awesome.
Sylvie Rex, my favorite resort in Sulawesi. All done.
Wow.
Yeah, moving on now. We're getting close.
Bro, I was like, oh, Michael, it's getting late. We'll see what we can do. 20 minutes. Okay. So this is our open water or pelagic category, and this is the Brian Scarry Award of Excellence. Brian Scary is, of course, a very well-known National Geographic photographer who does some really incredible, particularly open ocean stuff, which is why he is one of our main judge for this category. So this one is, of course, for pelagic animals, and so these are creatures that generally live in the open ocean or in deep water that's over 100 meters. The picture needs to clearly reveal the species and this pelagic nature of the habitat, and we need to know where the location is. As well as the depth and a little bit more information about the creature when people submit this. So it's definitely a nitpicky one of the competitions. We need to know all the details. But our sponsor for this one is Ocean Hunter in Palau. Definitely a fabulous spot. Got to check it out. So, honorable mention here is Shunsuke Nakano. There's a beautiful little pod of pilot whales coming up really close. I mean, you can see the eyes are great in focus. Must have been beautiful to see them like this. I can only imagine. I've not really seen much by way of pilot whales. Oh, and my silky sharks. I love these. So silky sharks are not even remotely uncommon out there, but still, every time I see silkies, I get really excited. I just think they're one of the prettiest sharks, and I'm glad someone decided to photograph them. Good, I agree. Like they're just lovely. Oh, and this one is just fun because there is so much movement going on here. There's a mobula swimming through this tiny school, or the school of tiny baitfish. It's just super dynamic. And you can see through it, like where the mouth is spread open. So you can see the gill plates, the gill rakers in there. It's obviously feeding. Really, really neat to see. Yeah. And, oh, so pretty. The lighting here is just gorgeous. Yeah. Can't go wrong with an orca. Oh, and Vanessa Mignon with her lovely humpbacks, no doubt in Tonga. Yep.
And Chow, yes. Mother
Beautiful as always.
Right. Yeah. And the runner-up,
Yep.
is he here, Andre?
I think, yeah, Andrea's here. So please come tell us about this gorgeous jellyfish in the sky. This is a beautiful image. Yeah, jelly in the blue. Jelly in the
Morning
blue.
from Italy.
Hi. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry it's so early.
Good morning.
Sorry it's so early.
It's 2 a.m. here. That's why I say good morning.
Yes,
and,
I
know. And this image was taken very close to my home in the Gulf of Trieste. It's 1 hour by car from my home, and it was a cloudy day. You can see in Italy we call this cielo a pecorelle, with this kind of clouds here, and you can see this the cradle on the right of the picture. It is there is a path on this cradle that is very very. I was just under this cradle, and this picture was taken 2 meters on the above the under the sea, and with the camera just pointing to the clouds. And I was very lucky that the jellyfish was positioned exactly in front of the sun, like a starship going ad astra. That's the name of the picture.
Oh, that's a perfect name for that picture.
Yeah,
love that.
It's like space, blue space.
Yes. Well, that's one of my favorite effects. That Snell's window when you shoot straight up and you get some underwater and some sky. I love that. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And the winner is.
Thanks. Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, and the winner of this category is Luis Perez Beracol. I don't know if Luis is here. Yes, you are. Come tell us about this. Yeah.
Wow.
What a cool image. So much happening.
Yeah. Basically, we were a group of friends and we were of the waters of Baja California Sur in Mexico. We were watching a group of dorados feasting on a bait bowl of mackerel. Also, sea lions were joining in the party. And all of a sudden, this British whale comes out of nowhere from the depths, escorted as well by a group of dolphins, which do not appear in the picture, but they also came along, and we were a couple of people there, but I was in the perfect angle to take this picture, and I was really, really, really happy that I was able to take it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. It's one of those shots that you probably just barely have enough time to actually click the shutter because there's so much happening, and your brain's like, oh, "Am I really seeing this right now?"
Exactly.
Which is so exciting, fun to be there. Well, good. I'm glad you caught that.
Very, very good storytelling. I always call picture like this a picture worth dying for. Well done.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, getting close now.
Nearly there. When we get to the portfolio, I know we're almost done. So this is the emerging portfolio or portfolio emerging master photographer. Sorry, and this is David Duboulet Award of Excellence. David Duboulet, of course, I'm sure everybody knows, is a very famous National Geographic underwater photographer. It's pretty much the inventor of half and half shots. I don't know if they would exist without him, honestly. So he's always kind of our go-to guy for most of our portfolios because he's just seen more underwater images than probably anyone around. This is a very prestigious award that's given for a whole set of images that need to be raising awareness about the ocean environment through photographic excellence. It needs to consist of a series of 10 pictures that depict an environment and or animals, or both together, of course, that inspire love for our oceans, or sometimes an environment that's currently threatened and is in need of more attention in order for us to protect it. Shock value can be sort of useful with these things, but we're really looking for genuine photographic skill. The messages, of course, can be positive or negative, and pictures can be graphic or symbolic, but they need to be thought-provoking and memorable and encourage concern for nature. So that's what we're going for here. And the sponsor for this one is CCAM, the Great Silver Box. Michael uses it, and David uses it. Yeah.
I think all the great photographers, Stephen Fring, use it as well. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
here we go.
Woohoo! Yeah, Giacomo is back at it again. Let me see if he's still here. No, I don't think so. Yeah, pretty great images. Of course, this is a solidly Blackwater submission, which is kind of fun to see. It's nice to see all these Blackwater images together in one place. And we're coming back. And this is our next honorable mention. Looks like it's All Sardine Run by Wayne Lai. I don't think Wayne is on, but I'm checking. No. But really great images from Sardine Run. Such a hard place to shoot. And sometimes you just don't get lucky if the sardines aren't running. Mm. Oh, look, we've got Pietro back. Come talk about your portfolio.
This is a night full of emotion for me. I am so flattered for this. I didn't. I don't know what to do. I am so emotional and so humbled and so grateful for your appreciation of my pictures. And I like you like my work. Yeah. And I'm so happy to be here.
David Duboulet and I love your work. It's a very challenging category.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's
storytelling.
I'm so happy for this. I'm very, very happy and very thankful to all the jury to appreciate my work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pietro. Thank you for supporting us. And
yes,
all the winners, you'll be getting an email from us today very soon. About sharing images and things that's prepared for you. Congratulations once again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Martin again.
Yes. Let me see if Martin is on. I don't think so, though. No. But this is, a whole series, really, that's all part of the story. As you can see, this is in one dive site. focused on one type of coral. So this is not necessarily your traditional portfolio, but it does represent macro and wide angle, and some that's more of a blue black water look to it, or it could be at night. So definitely covers all the bases just in a unique way in one place. So yeah, pretty cool. Romaine, with some beautiful selections from Antarctica. Come chat. Yeah. So
Yeah, it
tell
was
us about your images.
the northern part of the peninsula, and with leopard seals, some gentoos, whales and penguins feeding on krill together. Well, beautiful place to be for sure. And I'm coming back in 2 years, but to focus on the orcas on a sailboat.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, they'll be perfect on a sailboat too. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Small vessel. Great. These are beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
This portfolio nearly make it to the winner list, nearly. So, so just to let you know, you're just beating by a few marks, but it's nearly there. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jelena Cooper.
Yeah, let me see. Definitely Florida Springs. Oh, Florida's just got some absolutely spectacular underwater habitats. It's definitely known for cave diving in a lot of areas because of its extensive limestone cave systems. And it just makes for some really beautiful photographic opportunities with some crystal clear water. So yeah, gorgeous images.
And also focus on the blend of mangrove blue carbon. That's why it's here.
Exactly.
Blue carbons and in the oceans.
Yeah, really unique stuff. Okay, and our runner-up here is Ludovic Galco. I'm looking to see if Ludovic is here. I don't think so. Nope. But this is a great collection of macro images. Some real iconic ones that everybody wants to find. Rhinopia is always a good one with that nice backlighting. Cute little tiger shrimps that are so dang small, but great when you finally find them. And juvenile lionfish, gobies, great stuff. Yeah, beautiful images.
It's
Congrats.
good diversity of lighting techniques in here. So again, it is one of very close to win. It just that sometimes marine animals like that, pictures like this, you just need something to take you across that line. But here, very diverse lighting techniques and very interesting portfolio of animals. And the winner is, they have someone. Who is the winner?
Let's see, Michael.
Okay.
Oh, keep going. There we go. Eduardo Acevedo. Is Eduardo on still?
Yeah, once at least.
Yay!
Twice. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Yes, you're back.
Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. I am really excited because the good portfolio that all the photographers have present really amazing. So it was really difficult to get the winner. For me, it's amazing. I completely out because this is my third time winning portfolio in the amazing competition of Michael Lau. So for me, it's, I cannot express in English what I am feeling now. No, completely amazing for me. It's a dream for me because this competition I have been participating in this competition for the last 10 years or so, and it's amazing. I cannot express what I feel because it's really difficult. It's really difficult make a portfolio every year and make a good portfolio and different photos and try to excite the judges. They can feel the harmonic of the portfolio, and I cannot express how happy I am today, and it's amazing.
It's
Huge congratulations.
A lot of hard work here. A lot of time as well in the oceans to get a portfolio like this, from near surface to open oceans, and the main picture itself just stunning, very stunning.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So close. So beautiful.
I spend a lot of time in open ocean. Open ocean is very difficult because it's like you never get a 5. It can be a 10 or a 0. You never know in the open ocean. So it can be amazing or it can be a 0. But for me, being in the sea all the time, lot of hours, lot of time, something windy, sometimes it's very good. So for me, it's my life. I like to be in the blue ocean, snorkeling or normally snorkeling. So it's a very hard work to take a portfolio. Nearly all the photos are taken in snorkel in the open ocean. So it's very
well done. I hope you're
That's
a
wonderful.
Seacam user.
Yeah. I think the owner of Seacam is getting very afraid with me because years ago some boats.
Okay, thank you.
They'll get you eventually.
Thank you very much.
That's funny. Thank you. Yeah,
okay,
beautiful.
animal portrait, the most compete category in the competition. We have I don't know how many thousand of entries. Yes, so yes,
this one is the most. Oh,
yes, the most exactly because everybody not sure where to put it. Put it like portraits. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Animal portraits. Yes, this is the Emery Kristoff Award of Excellence. Emery is no longer with us, unfortunately. He's another one of our greats that we miss very much, but he's got an incredible history underwater, particularly deep sea subs. Just an amazing piece of history. So that is carried on by his family, which is wonderful. And these pictures need to feature kind of a unique character or spirit of the marine animal or fish and express a sense of intimacy and tenderness where possible. We encourage photographers to kind of push the boundary of standard portraiture, so it's not always just your standard lighting. Try to make it. We hope that you can make it a little more exciting that way. So let's see. Oh yeah, we've got this category is also sponsored by our friends in Japan at Osaka. So our Tokyo diving friends. Let's see what we've got. Such a nice eel. So much symmetry going on here. Lovely. Let me just check and make sure I'm not missing
Andre.
Okay. Nope. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Oh, such a cute little blenny or goby. Sorry. Yep. I love these little golden gobies. Adorable. All right.
I love the colors.
It's nicely
framed.
Yes, nicely framed.
So much color.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Angie Ichimura. Yeah. Good
nice cuttlefish.
Good portrait of cuttlefish. Yes.
Do you see how long those two middle tentacles are?
That's what
Crazy.
it is. Yes.
And they're like spun around. Amazing. Yeah. Really cool. Yeah.
Now, what's going on here, Mingwen?
So this one, I've got to figure out exactly what's going on here. I have to ask. So obviously you can see that there's like something underneath the crab and you would think to yourself, oh, well, those are the crab's eggs, right? Those are not the crab's eggs though. I mean, crabs do keep their eggs under their body, but those are not what pom-pom crab eggs look like. So I don't know what's happening here, if it's been like colonized by something else. I mean, there are a lot, I just can't tell. Like it looks like eggs from something else, but it's definitely not that crab's eggs. So this one's a mystery to me, which in its own right makes it really interesting. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to find out more from Ming Wen.
Very nice, nicely executed. Good depth of field.
Yeah.
Very sharp.
Really cool.
Oh, doctor.
Really nice sea lion from Los Islotes. That's a real famous spot by the cave where you can sit on the inside and wait for the sea lions to come in and come say hi to you. Yeah, it's a great spot.
Good portrait, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Is Rachel here?
Yeah, I think so. I think Rachel is here. Yes, Rachel is here. Tell us about your beautiful whale eye.
So this is the eye of Sweet Girl, and she was the very curious humpback whale that was shown earlier, and that was me in the photo with her. Sadly, 4 days after I took this image of her, she was struck and killed by a fast-moving ship. And so when I first took this photo and shared it, it kind of went viral, but it wasn't the full story. It was just a beautiful whale eye. And so the story I'm trying to tell with this eye now is the full picture of what happened to her. And yeah, the fact that she was struck and killed by a ship, which she's just one of 20,000 whales every year that's struck and killed by ships.
Yeah,
it's
into the eyes of the
message,
whale.
for sure.
The whales tell a story. Very, very interesting picture. So we actually have this nominated for. It's not won yet, but nominated as the cover for our next edition. So keep going. Very interesting picture. Good story.
Yeah, the detail is just so incredible on its skin. Like, just there's so much to look at.
Smooth.
It's really, it's just it's unexpected. You know, like when you look at it, you don't normally see a whale's eye that close up, and I don't know what I was expecting it to look like that close, but it wasn't really that. And yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, gorgeous. So yeah, thanks for taking it. Yeah.
Miyagi-san.
Okay.
Mickey.
Yeah, yes, Mikia. Oh, these are so fun. The monkfish. What a funky animal. Yeah. Just big, flat, frilly. It's got that same frill like the wobbegong has at the bottom for blending in, and then it's got a lure like the anglers do. Such a weird, cool fish. So yeah, definitely a great runner-up. Just really unique.
Yeah, they're deep water fish. They're deep water fish, but in Japan you can see them in the shallow, as shallow as 10 meters.
Yeah, I can't wait to see those guys.
Is Remora here?
Oh, and then our winner, is Ramona Becca. Let me see. Maybe. I see an RB. That might be. I'm not sure. If RB is you, Ramona Becca, please unmute yourself and tell us about your image.
Is she here?
I don't know.
No, RB, it's me. Remember?
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Well done.
I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Apologies.
I can win the prize.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can still.
It's a nice portrait of a sea turtle, green sea turtle.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Moral, yes.
Yeah, really gorgeous.
Well,
but yeah, if you want to tell us about
it.
Good, very good. Okay. Yes, this one's new. So we must have this one on the website. Hold on. Let me check because I've not talked about this one before. Oh yeah, so this is Jennifer Hayes Award of Achievement. So Jen Hayes is David Duboulez's photography and life partner. Jen is a fisheries biologist by training. And an amazing storyteller. And because she wants to always make storytelling as accessible as possible, she's very much a proponent of people shooting images with smartphones because there's something that a lot more of us have access to than our big, fancy, expensive DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. So that's why that's her category. And this one is sponsored by Divolt, which is not a shock since that is the case that she prefers to use as well. I've never used them, but from what I hear, folks love them. So they're super durable, very sturdy, and seem to work extremely well at even greater depths than one would expect. So let's have a look. So we've got a really nice octopus here from Diana Steed. Very cool. It's a beautiful picture. A seahorse. I mean, amazing that you can take these photos with smartphones. And I believe our photographer is here. Or at least was. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Melanie?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hi. Good.
So this is a pot-bellied seahorse. We get quite a few of them down here in my hometown. It's of Narooma on the far south coast of New South Wales in Australia, on Brinja-Yuin country. And yeah, just snorkeling in our local inlet here, it's just so full of life, and we're really lucky to have a few of these in certain spots that they like to congregate in. So really happy to spot one and take a photo of it as well.
Definitely.
What housing were you? Were you using a dive? What housing were you using?
That's actually an old housing I have that Aquatech used to make, which is Axis SCO. I think they've got a new one now called Joby. Right. It only goes down to about 10 meters, so I just use it for when I'm free diving and snorkeling, basically, yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Love your name.
That's great.
Love your last name.
Thank you.
How do you pronounce the last name? Say that.
What do you love?
There you go. What do you love?
Very good.
And the runner-up.
you got another one.
Look, who's the runner-up? See? What do you love?
Oh, fantastic. So this is off Narooma as well. It's at Barranguba, which is the local Aboriginal name for Montague Island. There's quite a large colony of New Zealand fur seals there. And yeah, the juveniles love to come up to your camera and to yourself and spin around and have a lot of fun.
So cute.
Yeah, it's quite a hot spot for people to come visit and snorkel and dive with them. So yeah, it was a very fun day, that one. It was very curious.
Thank you so much. Keep shooting.
Awesome.
Keep shooting.
Thank you.
And let's see who's the winner.
Oh, PJ Aristarinas. I don't think PJ's on, but I'm gonna look anyway. Nope. But yeah, there's our cute little Pokemon nudies. Because they definitely look like Pikachu, don't they? Yeah.
Making more Pokemons. Yep.
Yeah.
Well done.
There you go. Great.
Okay. Small exotic animal. This is interesting category.
All right. We've got, small exotic animal. This is the Neville Coleman Award of Excellence. Neville Coleman, of course, is a macro specialist, which is why this category makes sense. So this is, of course, all macro. It's portraits or behavior of small exotic animals, typically a 1-to-1 ratio or magnified. Pictures should feature the unique character or spirit of the critters, which expresses a sense of intimacy with the animal. And then we encourage the photographers to sort of push the boundary of your standard up-close images. And this one is sponsored by Mike Ball Dive Expeditions in Australia. You get a trip on the Spoil Sport. Oh, man. So this is just so unique. I mean, the coral's beautiful on its own. And then this cryptic little shrimp full of eggs that are just ready to pop. Like, there's so much to look at here. Oh, yeah. And Andre, you're still here, right? Yeah. Come tell us about this photo of yours. So cool.
Thank you. This was a strange idea because this coral was backlit with a snoot. And so it seems like it's fiery eggs. It's the title of this picture. It's
nice.
A strange idea, but it's very colorful, and I like this picture so much. And thanks for awarding it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I love this.
I use a compact camera. So I'm particularly happy about my results.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, I'd love to see more things like this. It's such an interesting way to spotlight an animal from behind instead of straight on it. So yeah, really cool.
But the eggs are so sharp, you can see the eyes.
Oh, I know. I mean, the eggs and the eyes, like everything's just tack sharp. I love that. Yeah. Oh, another nudie. Yeah, it's hard not to constantly photograph nudibranchs when you're doing small exotic animal. That's sort of the thing that it's meant for. I love the lighting on this though. It looks like it's on a sponge, or possibly a tunicate, but I think probably a sponge. Yeah, really, really neat. It looks like it's crawling across a little globe. Very fun. Yeah.
Massimo again.
And yes. Beautiful one of a tiger shrimp. These are always great. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Oh, so small. These little hairy shrimps are just, it looks huge here, but it's not. They are so small. Just to spot them is a feat, let alone photograph them with this much detail. Yeah, love this. Another one by Nov Rizal. Beautiful. And our runner-up on this one is Claudio Cerisi. I just love the effect of the lighting on this one. It looks like a portrait. It almost looks like a painting to me. When I saw this first one, I thought, is there some crazy effect applied to this? But no, it's just the way the light's done, and it's really, really lovely. Yeah, very ethereal. I like it a lot.
When I discussed this portfolio with with Matthew, etc., there's actually 3 winners in this category. 3. So we couldn't have, of course, we couldn't have, have 3 winners, but this is, the 2 runner-ups and 1 winner. So this is all could be winners, but we have to make a decision to.
Oh, it's so hard.
The winner, but it's very, very hard because all 3 are very meaningful pictures, especially this one as well. It's like a painting. It's just so sharp, so close, very, very nicely done. And
it's
lovely. Here, is he here?
I don't think so.
And well, next picture is also, like I say, is so close, to be a winner. And I wish, we could have 3 winners, but Mike will only get 1, so we couldn't have 3 winners.
I know.
But this one, Danny is here, but it's like, what's going on here? Having a conversation or what?
That's what it looks like. I know.
I mean, I so much wanted this to win, But there's a reason why the final winner is a winner, but I'll tell you in a minute. But Danny, can you tell us about this? How do you do this? It's just so sharp, so
gorgeous.
Close.
Well, I had a very lucky moment and I'm also very pleased that you can actually see it in the picture, because in first impression, somebody would think that this is like a double exposure, but it isn't at all. This is really the picture taken in the situation like it is. This is the pygmy gobbing really sitting close to the porcelain crab. And I'm very happy that I got the tentacle of the porcelain crab reaching out over the pygmy goby. So you can really see that it's not a double exposure and that this was a unique situation where I could get a very nice picture.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. There are just so many elements of this that are so impressive. And I love that background with the 1 coral polyp open. So pretty. It's really nice.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
To me, this is like a winner. But
it's gorgeous.
To me, this and the porcelain crab is a winner. But unfortunately, we couldn't have 3 winners. But I've said so. I apologize. But anyway,
no problem.
Yeah, is James here?
James is here.
Yes. Hi, I'm here.
Hi.
Very happy for you, James, because this is big because this year we're celebrating blue carbons and the back. How all these small animal lives is also dependent on the environment. So it's beautiful pictures. How do you capture this? He's such a small little guy.
Yeah, so this was taken in Monterey at one of my favorite dive sites called Wharf 2. And that dive site has so many different environments, and it has this bunch of eelgrass just off to the side of the pier. And luckily, there's it's such an amazing environment. There's so many things that live in this eelgrass. This is a spotted Triofa nudibranch. And I really want to just showcase, and I'm trying to do this more with my macro work, showcase the environment where they live. I think eelgrass is something that we need to concentrate more on as a conservation purpose. There's lots of stories about the kelp, but like eelgrass is so important as well. So thank you for choosing this as a winner.
What lens or camera do you shoot with?
So this was a Canon A7R5. Sony A7R5 with a Canon 815 with a small dome.
Small dome. Okay.
The mini domes are so great.
Mini dome. Yeah.
Close focus wide is like, yeah.
So there you are. Your pictures don't have to be blue. It can be green, but it has to be orange. It has to be orange.
Right. Yeah. The orange and the green just complement each other so well.
They do, which is really pops. It's great.
Well, we see you in Australia.
Okay, great.
Thanks, James.
Vision of the Sea. We're getting nearly the end now. We're
I think this is the last category.
Here you go.
I think this is the last category. Yeah, Vision of the Sea. This is the Howard Hall Award of Excellence. Howard and Michelle Hall are, of course, very famous in the underwater filmmaking chunk of our industry, specifically for all of their work in IMAX. They were the IMAX underwater pioneers, and we wouldn't have most of the IMAX footage that we have if they hadn't been out there doing it. So the perfect people for this. So for the Vision of the Sea competition, 60% of the videos has to feature marine species or marine protected areas. The messaging can depict a pristine environment that inspires care for our ocean environments, or a place that's currently under threat or that needs urgent conservation. Messages can be positive or negative, and there's always a lot of beautiful things to see. The sponsor of this one is MB Oceania. So, yeah.
We're all searching for something, a place to belong, a connection that feels real. Some of us find it in the depths, carry our own wreckage, the struggles, the moments that changed us. But we're not just what we've lost, we're also what we've built from it. Through time, through pressure, through change, growth happens.
Alex, I know you're dying to pronounce this name. Go ahead.
Nope, you're doing it.
No, you practice this.
I know, but now I forgot. Bing Quan Gao?
Bing Jian Gao.
Bing Jian Gao.
Next page. All right, honorable mention.
Monte de piedra, ofrenda del mundo de latido telúrico. Te dedico este baño. Llena mi sangre de sed. Llena mis manos de vida. Llena mis costillas de espuma.
Are they here? Lara?
I don't think so.
No? All right.
I don't see them on.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Done?
To protect vulnerable coral, scientists are shading coral nurseries to block out harmful sunlight. Just a little less harmful UV light can mean life or death for corals. Could this approach be the answer to saving coral reefs? Dive into the story as we uncover the science, challenges, and hope behind saving one of the ocean's most vital ecosystems.
Okay, this is our runner-up.
A place I always wanted to go. Is Sergey here?
I don't believe so. Unfortunately, it's getting extremely late / early in Europe anywhere.
All right, here's the winner. Very well done. Is Sliner here?
Nope.
No? Wow. Well,
I know, our poor Europe friends had to drop out, I think. It's quite late.
Magonis, congratulations. This winner selected by Howard and Michelle Hall. Now, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
The picture of the year. Wow. Now, the picture of the year determined by our team of photographer, honorary edits team, can be any pictures in the competitions. You just have to be a finalist. You don't even have to be, in honorable mentions. But it's a picture that tells stories. And so with Sylvia and I, we picked this picture. So anybody want to guess who's the winner of this picture?
Nope, no guesses.
All right, here we go. He's actually winning a good prize on the guy I love, I think. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
On the guy I love to support this big award.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Is she here?
Definitely. Yeah, Rachel's still here. Yeah, for sure.
Hi.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually so surprised. I was thinking going to bed. It's 4 a.m. here.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for staying up.
I'm going to try not to get emotional because today was a really important day for me. Or last night, I had the privilege of meeting with the president of French Polynesia. I'm currently at the UNOC meeting here in France. And I was able to speak with the president directly. And I've been working behind the scenes for many months since this sweet girl died, and have been fighting for new regulation changes. And he personally told me that he is committing to make the change that is necessary to further protect whales later this week. So the official announcement, I think, should come on the 11th. But it just means so much to have this image. Wow, thank you so much. Just to tell her story, because she was a really special whale. And
so you can go and tell him now that this picture won the picture of the year, and it's a very important picture.
I'm so glad I didn't go to bed. I really thought.
You can go to bed.
We are too.
And you may even go to on a guy I love in Indonesia. What's important is that it's a picture that tells love stories, especially look into the whale's eyes and what's in the mind of these whales. And later does it known that that life is cut short. So perhaps you can write us extended captions for this, and we will, whether you look at the cover or not, we'll put a page about this picture in the next edition.
Absolutely.
So very well done. Very, very well done.
Well, thank you. And I'm
now go to bed.
excited. Hope we have a big
go to bed.
Hopefully there'll be a really big announcement later this week to end the story well.
That would be wonderful. And thank you for working to make that happen. You take these pictures and we can only hope that some change can be elicited by people seeing them. And this is why we shoot. So thanks for doing that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This picture. This one I have to explain about this film of competition. It's the first time we have it because this film is actually I happen to be the producer of this film, and it's about a few of us. And actually, Howard Hall picked this as the winner. I say no, this film cannot be the winner. I put it is in there for whatever purpose it's in there, but it doesn't look good if it wins, and it wins. So we took it out and gave it the film of competition. Why we do that? I'll show you.
Just this vast blue space, but there's life in the ocean that really drew me in and continues to fascinate me. I say no child left try. That would solve a lot of problems. Everyone, at any age, find that inner child. Dive in.
Yen, are you here? Are you still here, Yen?
Yeah, I am.
Yen is the editor and shooter of this film. So you want to tell us about this film?
Oh wow. Okay. I think so. This was done together with Ocean Geographic, as Michael has said, together with Michael, Alex, Taylor. We were on board.
Alex is a shooter too.
Sorry.
Yes.
What? I thought I mentioned your name. Alex, Michael, Taylor. Okay, yeah. Together with on board with many of the legends. Michael himself, Jennifer, David, Brian, Richard, and of course Sylvia Earle. This was really amazing production that we did to actually record the memoirs. And Souls, while it stands for Stories of Our Underwater Legends, to me it really represents the souls of the sea, people who have dedicated so much of their soul towards ocean conservation and also ocean exploration. Yeah, so I think the film really brought together a lot of wisdom and also a lot of emotional depth. And I think many people who have watched it have told me that this is something that have inspired them to continue doing what they do, continue to take pictures, continue to tell stories, and continue to just be a voice for the ocean. Yeah.
So anyway, this book and film is for you to look and also to purchase the book.
Yes.
But so we give you a token of price. We give you a Dan membership for the next 1 year. How about that, Yin?
Okay, that's great. So
You
Dan
can stay
membership.
safe and keep diving.
Yeah.
And Alex, of course, Alex will have a Dan membership as well. All of us at Ocean Geographic are very proud to have Dan supporting
Always
us.
Dan.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. The master of the competition again. You want to remind everybody how to vote? How do we do this?
Yeah. So within the next 24 hours, voting will be open, and all the people who placed who won their competition categories will be put into the Master of Competition category, and you can vote. Everybody out there can vote via a link that we will put up on the Facebook page and probably our website as well. You can vote for yourself. You can vote for someone else. Go crazy. Half of the votes come from the public and the other half come from the judging panel. And we will let you all know on June 13th who wins the Master of Competition. And they will get a spot aboard the Sylvia Earle, the Aurora Expeditions vessel that goes to the poles. And you can choose whether you're going north or south.
And then, yeah.
And that's what you
And
got.
reminder of this again.
Yeah, don't forget that if you've entered the endangered marine animals category, we'll be sending you an email with more instructions about what you need to do. But you can enter the Earth shot. No, Earth.
Up in focus.
Michael, I can't remember it.
Up in focus.
Earth in focus.
Just am incapable of remembering the right name. I'm so sorry. Earth in Focus competition that's coming out of Singapore. And then there is also additionally a Blue Mind category that's a 3-picture portfolio or a 60-second video that you can consider entering as well. And there you have it. Oh, and the official sponsor of that one is, of course, Banakin. Woohoo! Everybody's favorite.
So here
Thanks
we
again
are.
to all of our sponsors.
Yeah, without this, we could not do this. And thank you all the competitors, finalists, and winners. Very well done. Your picture will also be published in the next. All the winners, runners-up, special mention will be all published in the next edition of Ocean Geographic, the July edition. That's our favorite edition.
Yep, that's right. It's always filled with pictures. All right.
Then. Good night.
Well, I think that does the trick, everybody.
Hard work.
Yeah. Good. Thank you, and see you next
Thanks
year.
all. Keep shooting, and we'll see you next time.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mariam. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you again.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everybody, and thank you, and good night. Bye.
We're done.